how's it going, everyone? Oh, we've already got Brandon in the chat. Hail, TJ. Hail you, good sir. Hail to you. Thanks for showing up and hanging out, man. It's great to see you. And of course, I got to give a shout out to my Patreon followers, which Brandon Bernard is our warrior within the dying breed. Thank you so much for your support, brother. And then, of course, we have fighters Foster, Maxwell, and Q. And, of course, Defender LG. Thank you so much, you guys, for your support. Thanks for tuning in. So, and speaking of fighters, we have one right here. What up, bro? What is up, good sir? Hail to Ryan as well. You guys, it's been a crazy 2 weeks. I feel really bad because I missed out on doing a live weekend update this past Saturday. But at the same time, I feel like I really needed it because I was spending some really good quality time with a very dear friend of mine. And I didn't want to take that time away from spending it with him, with what he's going on as well. And of course, Warrior Bernard is giving the shout outs to Hail Maxwell as well. So there you go, brother. But yeah, we have got a crazy week ahead, and I'm super excited about it because it's going to be filled with some epic good panels. And what I'm referring to is GuildifiCon. If you guys have not joined the Lit RPG Facebook group to watch it live, definitely go over there, check it out, because it is such a great time. And that is how Ryan Maxwell and I got connected. Brian Norden started out, Kyle Wilkinson, Geneva Agnos, and more and more and more. It was such a great time last year. I was very honored, very humbled to be a part of it. As an author who had not even published his book yet. And now, of course, this year, I've got 2 books officially published. Well, no, I've got 3 books officially published. One that is being published in Patreon, a novella that's in Patreon, and then, of course, book 3, which is in Patreon, but also with the editor. So it's just really cool to now get to be a part of GuildifiCon as a published author. And it's going to be awesome. And, of course, Ryan Maxwell, he's also going to be there as an author, which I believe your panel is about system building within your Lit RPG thing, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so. So, yeah, I'm super stoked. Tomorrow starts the madness. And I think you guys, for a lot of people, I don't think they understand how much work goes into this event. So, huge shout out to Geneva and all of the moderators and people working behind the scenes to get it done. But it's going to be a great time. And with that, we literally start GuildifiCon tomorrow. And it's going to be an entire week of just panels and takeovers. So authors, or not even authors, but most authors, getting 30 minutes to spend time one-on-one with fans and getting to talk about their books, get to talk about their works. So with that starting tomorrow, I knew that, one, I wasn't going to be able to do a weekend update. And then also that's why we don't have any author AMAs, because we have this awesome event and I don't want to take away from it. And I want to make sure that we spend some great quality time together as authors and followers and readers. So that is why I wanted to come on today and make sure that I did a live update to talk to you guys really quick about what's going on in my world. What am I doing with my writing, with the brand and everything else. So without any further ado, the writing. I was able to get some more writing done in Hedicombe, which is a novella, but it's also going to be a part of book 4 of The Dying Breed. I'm currently sitting at 26,789 words for the novella, which I don't know. I might be able to squeak out another 6. It's really hard for me to say. Normally I would tell some of my development editors, oh, yeah, you guys, this is only going to be 6,000 words. And then it turns into 20, 30,000 words. So I'm really excited about the novella. I think it's good. It is. Yes, Brandon is a little triggered by the deltoid muscle on our main character in the cover, the current cover for it. So, but it's still a cool cover, I think. And Jaka is such a cool character, I feel like, the Red Flag Army. So it's a fun series. It's a fun story. But I wanted to make sure that I really wrote this part because in my head, there was There's obviously the main battle that's going on, and at first I was like gonna just have it as a side sentence of like, hey, this happened over here. And the more I got into it, the more I was like, well, wait a minute, what actually happened? How can we get into this and talk about it and everything else? So that's where this novella was spawned from. Was let's go in and let's actually write what happened at this one area, and let's see what we can have some fun with. And so we actually get to tie in a little bit of the origin story for Farah, and that's actually how Q's character Kronos is tied in. So for his side story series that he's writing within the world, that's how it all kind of ties together. So even though it's a novella, even though it's just basically an epic battle scene, it still is connected within the world, but it would not take away from the main storyline if you didn't want to go into it. So there's that. Everyone loved a little crack. Sure. And of course, we have Richie A. Stevens tuning in. Look at this guy. Look at you, good sir. Hail to Richie. Thanks for tuning in, brother. So yeah, so that's the writing aspect. It's been very short. It hasn't been a huge amount, but I've been doing a ton of traveling, a ton of packing up the room. If you guys can't tell by the room, things are getting packed. Things are getting ready for this move, the major transition that I'm doing back up to Oregon. So there is that. That is kind of the reason why everything is just in shambles. Everything's on fire, but everything's fine, right? Everything's fine. So that's the writing side of things. I did get a little bit more in Call Sign Bloodbath's third book called Slaughterhouse. I got a little bit of the storyboard written, and I've also been, as I was driving on my road trip, I was writing down notes for the follow-on series, the post-apocalypse series that takes place after that. Just certain key things that I want to make sure I highlighted, elements I wanted to incorporate when writing that story. So a lot of stuff in the works. Hail to you, my friend. Well, thank you, good sir. Thank you. You are an officer and a gentleman. An officer ranking? I have no idea, but an officer because I just said so. Let's see. What about fire? Is it hot in here or is it just you? It's you, bro. It's you. So yeah, that's the writing. It's been really fun. And there's that. My goal, at least, because this week we had GuildifiCon, I do not expect to get a lot of writing done just because I offered to help out and moderate. So I believe I am moderating like 4 different panels, and then I'm on 2 different panels, and it's all scattered about, and there's just a lot of stuff going on. So I am not sure how much writing I will get done this week, especially with still having to pack up a few things and get everything situated. But I'm really excited for November and what I'm going to hopefully be able to accomplish then. So I'm really excited about that. Gentleman and a scholar. I'm not cool enough to be an officer. Well, not with that negative attitude, Richie. Come on now. I have worked for some really terrible officers. I have no doubt you would be better than them. So there is that. Now, what? Oh, I just remembered. I could share something with y'all. Something that we haven't talked about yet. Let me do a little check. Let me see a status of something to see where we're at, because I got the notification earlier, but I did not actually check. Yo, whoa, wait. Okay. So busy, but GuildifiCon is always a great time. It's an awesome time, man. Like, for those of you who have not been to GuildifiCon yet, please tune in. It's so much fun, and you have some incredible authors, international best-selling authors who have been with the genre from the very beginning. Some that are very new, such as myself. Oh my goodness, what is this? We've got Michael Head in the chat. What color of pants are you wearing? I'm wearing the black shorts, yo. Look at this. Look, I got my black shorty shorts. Yeah, and I got my it's Golga season Scully shirt, which I'm about to talk about here in a second. That's a very odd question to start with, Michael Head. Michael, I don't know your middle name, Head. I'm excited for GuildifiCon. I'm moderating one panel, and I'm pumped. I know, dude. I saw you on the schedule. It's going to be awesome. Headshot, Michael. Let's go. No. What color is none? Actually, that's black. If you're in a painting, it would be black because that's the void of all colors. And then if you're talking about light spectrums, well, that would just be pure light because all the colors are filtered from pure light. And darkness is just the absence of light. Therefore, you can't have color without light filter. Anyways, moving on. The bomb shirt. That's right, dude. That's right. All right. So, Tom Cox is all done with the voice acting narrating for the Dying Breed Hunters. So he is going through, he is doing some edits, he is uploading the files now. I see he has got chapter 14 and 15 edited and uploaded. So we are so much closer to getting this audiobook. Like this is, you guys know how long I have been dying to get this audiobook done. So we are so much closer now. I'm excited. When I was at the gym earlier today, I was even like watching videos on how to upload it to ACX and get it all done. Yo, we're almost there. So I'm excited. I am excited. Right? Right, Richie? Let's freaking go, dude. Let's go, bruh. Oh, man. So long. So, yeah, we're getting close to that. That is the new announcement and excitement I have for you guys. It's going to be good. Audio is exciting. Bro, like, man. And, I don't know. Maybe do you guys want to hear an excerpt? Did I play an excerpt for you guys earlier? If you guys want to hear an excerpt, let me know. I'll see if I can upload a file real quick for us. I got to find a really small file. But I got to find a good one. Oh, okay. Google's being weird with me. Now we don't want that. Let's see where else is it? Oh. Let's see about this one. I need it. Yes. I have news to share with you later. I think you'll enjoy it. Good to know. Play one with the fight scene. Ooh. Okay, now, dude, I've got to now think of like where is the fight scene in the book? Let's see here. All right, let me see. I don't know if it will. Let me see if I can do a share screen and that it'll do the audio. Some screens let you share audio. Look for the share audio checkbox on the next window. Okay, share screen, entire screen there. Also share system audio. Okay. Be careful sharing screen audio. If you have a guest, they will hear themselves. Okay. I'm going to hit play. You guys let me know if you can hear this.
Is perfect, Codgerick demanded. Marla raised his hand. Dather had finally had enough, and all Liam saw was a ball of energetic light flying across his field of view from left to right. He glanced over and saw that the energy had wrapped itself around Marla, who was now bound by cables of yellow light. He could see Marla was trying to speak, but though his mouth was moving, not a peep could be heard. Can we just keep him like that? He thought. At the same time, Golgoth lowered the demon's skull and returned his eyes to their normal appearance. Codgerick continued. We have all done some wrong in our lives. We have all failed. We have all fallen short of living a good life. We are the bastards that society despises. We are the ones who are looked down upon by the elite, by the scholars, by the self-proclaimed righteous. Yet, who do they call when the terrors grab hold of them in the night? Who do they cry to when their hope is lost? Who do they plead to that they might be saved from the destruction about to befall them? He took a brief pause and looked at each one of them. We are the few who chose to devote ourselves to the fight against evil. And though we all have a past we may not be proud of, we have devoted ourselves to a future that so many know nothing about or have the strength and courage to walk towards.
What you think? What y'all think? I think that's enough of a little tease for you guys. Got a dip. Almost time to lock the store up. I'll chat with you later. Hope everything has a great night. Yeah, dude. Thank you so much. I was about to actually give you a shout out too to show you the next update that we got of what's going on with these shirts. But yeah, we will definitely talk later. Thanks, Richie. Sounds like Worf from Star Trek, right? Dude, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. So still got to go through badass. Dude, I was really, really excited when Tom wanted to come on board and help out with this project. So yeah, we're so close. I still got to do some listen throughs and we got a few changes, but man, we're so far there. Oh, I'll wait a few extra minutes. Okay, well, with that being said, let's not keep Richie. So the next thing that I'm working on, and I've got to make sure that things are kind of locked in, is this little back. Oh, the gravel in his voice is awesome. Yeah, gravel. English is a hard language. Grovel. We'll just go with that. Boom. We are now, I am now a little bit closer to having a new storefront, new apparel items for you guys to order through. And as I've talked about before, this was the next step that I wanted to get accomplished because we have been doing all the shirts in-house and it's just a lot of time. And with that, with me going back to a 9-to-5 job, obviously, and also up in Oregon, mom's down here in Phoenix, Arizona, not being able to really coordinate all of that stuff. So it's not going to be a personalized touch as much. I still plan for some of our Patreon members, you know, in the Warrior tier to be able to get you guys some custom swag with, if we want names on the back, stuff like that. But the other cool thing is that they should be direct to print with the ability that we're going to hopefully have the actual sketch art skull on the front. You're going to have the sketch art skull on the left. You're going to have Warrior Publishing on the right. And then on the back side, you will have the Dying Breed. So not only are we going with that, but we'll also have the solid skull as well. That is what we've been using. So we're obviously able to do a little bit different stuff with that. And also the cool thing that I love about this is that we have more color options available for you guys. So if there's something that you really want to, you know, a certain color that you really want, we can get you hooked up with that. So yeah, so there's different sizes, stuff like that. And then the next one is like, I'm going to be doing the skull in black. I need 4 of each. Yaw struck. And I need 4 of each. So I plan to do the skull itself, the solid skull, in like a black color, because obviously white on white, it just looks weird. But the other thing too is I got this design, and I want to give a shout out to Brandon Panda Cakes, our warrior within the Dying Breed Patreon group, because he was the inspiration behind this shirt. He loved orange, he loved the skull, so we got him hooked up with that. And it was literally him asking for the skull in orange that I was like, wait a minute, this looks like Halloween. What else is Halloween style and feel? It's Golgoth, because he's awesome. What if I take the skull and I put it into a pumpkin, and then on the backside, it says it's Golgoth season. So I'm going to be getting that design uploaded put onto the website so that you guys can order direct and have It's Golgot season shirts. And then a few other things to have fun with. So for those of you who don't necessarily want to read the books or read the story or whatever, but you love the swag, you love the apparel, you love the brand and what we're trying to do, then obviously you can get some of those things. The next thing too is I will be planning to get all of the artwork. I need to make sure that the files are converted properly with the color schemes, because I had ordered some prints before and the color schemes are just off. So the actual final printed product is it's just not the same shading. So I need to work on the digital files, make sure they're in the right color scheme, but then we'll get them uploaded. So if you guys want to order posters, prints of your favorite characters that we've had drawn up, you can also do that. So there is that. But yeah, I'm excited. And then I'm thinking about doing a zip-up hoodie because I love zip-up hoodies. And also for someone like me who's always in the gym, like, you know, I get to wear my own swag in the gym and rep my brand. Like, it's just really cool. It's exciting. So there's that. That is that latest update. Okay, so then what are my thoughts for the week? So this was something that I was thinking about on my drive, and I was saving it. I wrote it down and was thinking about it. Oh, fat guys need zip-up hoodies. Pull over sec. Yeah, they do. They do. So the only thing I don't like about a zip-up is that it would be in the way, like it would cut the skull in half, and I just don't know, like, is it going to really look that good? So that's my only concern, but I love zip-up hoodies. So I thought maybe doing a zip-up hoodie with the skull up on the chest pocket area, you know, the upper chest area. I just don't know. But it's one of those things where, like, you can have the branded apparel to have fun. So yeah, put it on the back. Oh, so that was the other thing too. Like all the shirts and stuff right now, it has the dying breed on the back. Because that's what we are, man. We're a dying breed. We're a bunch of warriors. We're a bunch of guys who want to stand up and do cool stuff. You know, not let evil prevail. So that's what that is. It shouldn't mess the image up too bad. I know. That's where I'm thinking about just ordering one, you know, as a tester on myself, for myself to see how it looks. But okay, so the thoughts for the week was two different quotes. One that I've heard of for a couple of years now, and then another one that I really liked that connected well. And it was, the thing you want or desire the most is within the cave you are afraid to enter. And then the magic you are missing is within the process you are not making yourself do. Okay? The thing you want or desire the most is within the cave you're afraid to enter. The magic you are missing is within the process you're not making yourself do. It's all too often where there's a lot of people that are just afraid of taking the step of faith because they're afraid of the failure. They're afraid what happens if it doesn't, you know, hit well, what happens if it doesn't go over as planned, if I get rejected, I'm so afraid. But in order to get the thing that I want the most, it is within that cave I don't want to enter. I have to overcome these things that is holding me back, and it's just myself, right? And so that was where I really thought about that, because I had someone the other day who was asking me about writing, and they just said, I really want to start writing and I want to get this book done, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid of not finishing the book. I'm afraid of what if it doesn't go well, or what if people judge me for what's written? Well, that's a part of the risk you have to take. But again, if you want this finished product, you can't get it unless you have to go into the cave you're afraid to. And then I think sometimes, like it said, the magic you're missing is within the process you're not forcing yourself to do. You're not making yourself do it. There was a time when I was down at basic training for the Air Force, and I remember my drill sergeant was standing next to me, and she said, TJ, oh, Joe Peacock, just jumped in real quick to say hi, my friend. Good to see you, brother. Man, I miss you, dude. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. That was a great first sergeant right there, man. Joel is a classic. So, we're standing there, and she said, TJ, well, she didn't say TJ, but she said, Lombardi, there's a lot of people that think if I can just get down to BMT, get my drill instructor hat, things I will get better. They thought that if they just had the campaign hat and they had the drill sergeant tab or whatever, and they were doing the job, that then they would get better. And she said the hat does not make the person. The person is what makes the hat, the drill sergeant hat. And that's where there's a lot of times when people they're waiting, thinking, oh, I just need this magic to happen, to conjure within myself. And then once the magic comes, then I'm going to dive in and start. And that's not normally how it happens. You have to start the process, and then the magic comes, and then you continue to build yourself. So the magic you are thinking is just going to happen and appear is not going to happen. You have to start. You have to take that first step. And then you just keep taking one step at a time as you enter into this cave that you're afraid to go into, but there's no other way that you're going to get the treasure. You're going to get the finished product. You're going to get what you desire unless you do it. So those are my thoughts for the week. So keep at it. If you guys are aspiring writers, aspiring authors, don't give up. Keep doing it. Because even if no one ever reads it, right? And when you get to sit and hold that book physically in your hand, man, it hits something deep. It hits differently. It's just that simple. One sharp rock. Gotta run. All right, brother. Hey, thanks for tuning in, man. It's great to hear from you. Go kill it out there, okay? Love it. All right. So those are the thoughts that I have for this week. Those are the writing updates. We're working on the apparel stuff, and all of this is going on while trying to plan and coordinate the move back up to the Pacific Northwest, which I am missing. So Ryan Maxwell, always push forward. You never know what's possible until you do it, and put it out there for others to read. 100%, man. 100%. That's exactly it. So, yeah, what else do we got going on? You know, I'm excited. So I will work on getting this shirt updated, the Golgoth season, because we still got plenty of time for spooky season and everything else. I just got to make sure that I figure out how the order process goes through. So I want to get spooky season up, and I might do the demon skull with the Christmas Santa Claus hat on top so that we can have Golgothmas. I think that'd be pretty cool. Herman P. Hunter, the Lore Forge, 100%. Thanks for stopping by, Herman. I really appreciate that. That means a lot that you're here and checking out the channel. Thank you so much. I definitely need a Golgoth season shirt. Yeah. Hey, Ryan, do you think we should we showcase Enmity on here? Do you think we should take a browse through that and let people see it? You let me know, dude. So what else do you guys want to talk about? What else is on your mind? We've got a little bit more time. I've got about another 5-10 minutes before I need to head out and start working on the next project. So, but like I said, please be sure. Oh, yes. Okay. Well, if Fighter Maxwell says we're going to show off this book, then we're going to show off this book. He is the man in charge right now. All right. So while I was on the road trip, and my Patreon members got to see this first, and because, you know, dude, you guys really help fund a lot of this endeavor. So as you guys know, Call Sign Bloodbath, I was able to get it printed up by a local printer here in town, or here in Phoenix area. And they did a great job. It looks really great. They gave me a price point that was basically higher than what it should sell retail wise, right? But I got this one for free because this was the test sample. So what's really cool is they have my book in their store as the test sample for everyone else to check out and see. That is what I thought I was cool. I hold no responsibility for anything TJ may or may not do on this or any other channel. Exactly. I'm just going to encourage it, but I'm not responsible for it. So with this, I loved it, and I thought it was really cool. But I also, knowing that this move is going to happen, I wanted to see what the price point would be for myself if I go with other companies, go with other options. So I ordered Enmity, book 2 in the series. I did everything on my own by myself, and I absolutely loved it. So one of the other things that I did too, I wanted to test out my coloring, my shading, and I just feel like, at least with the enmity, like I know that the orange is showing up, but when you're actually looking at it, I feel like it's too dark. So I know that I need to expand my gradient on my design. I feel like this was really good. I also added the Warrior Publishing kind of knight helmet here on the bottom. I had it on here. It's the little red notch at the bottom, and then it's kind of a little bit smaller. So I decided to go with the white so it stands out more. But the other really huge thing about this was, as my Patreon members can see in their early access, we have character profile photos within the book. And this was something like, I know that some people are very against AI generated art. The math. So here's the thing is, when I sat down to start designing and developing all of these character profiles to really help the readers immerse themselves in the story, I love these guys. Savage, Parker Savage Payne, and Dmitry Pushkin. Love those characters. Coming up with their backstories was really fun. So here's the other thing too, is as people in the Patreon saw already, there's a character that's introduced right here, right? And then later on in the book, as you know, the reader is reading through and just going through this, to then flip the page and see this character, which is still going through the story and just the intensity of it. That's what I really wanted. Like, yes, you could take out the artwork and still have a fun story, but I just felt like the artwork helped to enhance the reader's immersion into the story of what we're trying to portray. Because as my Patreon members know already, in book 2, we are literally, you're given real world stats and data on human trafficking. And then you're given the resources. If you are experiencing human trafficking, if you know someone who's going through human trafficking, or see something, like who to recall, who to report to, right? So I just really wanted that immersion level. It had a Hellboy color scheme to it. UT appealed to my taste. Yeah, that's awesome. So, though I am not necessarily for all the things AI related, it is still a tool that can be utilized. And I believe that it's a tool that can really benefit a lot of young aspiring authors until they are able to get the human aspect, to finance the human aspect. And to put this into perspective, all of the artwork that I generated for this book and then continue to blend and work and create and develop, it would have cost me $81,000 if I had actually hired Lauren to generate every single image. So, like, there's obviously no way I would have been able to afford all that artwork. And like I said, it's not to take away from the story. Eventually, I would love to have, a human generate those images. It's just right now, for the story that I was telling, there's just no way. So, you can hate me, you can love me. At the end of the day, it's still a badass story. I love it. I think it really hit the mark. The more I've been involved in the story, the more I actually love it and what it conveys. And I'm really excited for book 3. I think it's going to be fun. So, all right, you guys. Well, hey, that's really all the updates. So, book 2, we got it printed, did it all on our own. The goal right now is this book will be released on Royal Road come January. Hopefully, that'll give me enough time to have book 4 of The Dying Breed mostly written, start writing book 3 of Bloodbath, which is called Slaughterhouse. And then my goal is to have book 1, 2, 3, and 4 all edited by Catherine in early January or early spring, summertime of 2024, and do a massive release, hopefully in the fall of 2024. So for the Patreon members in the higher tiers, you guys know that you will get all these books for free, signed and sent to you once they're released. So we'll definitely get that. Never could hate you, brother. Do what you need to. There you go, you guys. The man, the myth, the legend, the epic audiobook narrator, Tom Cox. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Dude, I'm like so excited. I've been waiting for this audiobook for months, and we're so close now. It's just exciting, man. Thanks so much for all your hard work. Like, I love this. It's going to be epic. I think everyone's going to love it when they hear it. You do what you can until you can afford to do better. Putting out a book can cost up to 15,000 greenbacks. No small matter. I know, because that's exactly how much it took me to get book 1 off the ground and book 2 off the ground. So, yeah, lots of greenbacks there. Taxation is theft. Just saying. So, yeah, that's the writing updates, you guys. That's it. So Tom and I, once the audiobook is all done, like once we're done, it is up on Amazon and ready. Tom and I are planning to do, surprise Tom, if you forgot this, Tom and I will hopefully be doing an interview AMA together, just like we do with other authors, but obviously we'll have some fun. Hopefully do some live reading for you guys, a little excerpt here or there, so that you guys can see Tom in action. But yeah, I'm super excited for us to have that time together. And then obviously if you guys, oh, there he is. See, he's all in. Heck yeah. So yeah, hopefully you guys will tune in for that. Tom and I, maybe about another month, we'll be ready for that, right around turkey season, right? That's a great time to do a live AMA and talk all things. So, but all right, you guys, thank you so much again for your support. To our Patreon members, who you guys have literally made all this happen. You guys direct funding, helping pay for the Shopify account to get the Shopify account going, to get all these other things, so we could have these stuff available. Like, your guys' support is huge. So thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. And of course, be ready for GuildifiCon. It's going to be awesome. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow.